Which do you think can survive outside of its mother's womb? Or if you said for second image, you are correct. Here the baby is shown to have fully formed limbs, a round head, and if you were to look inside, fully functional organs. In the first image, the fetus has not yet developed functional brain, kidneys, or other vital organs to sustain life. So how can the first be considered alive when it has no chance to survive if it were taken from the mother's womb right this second? I would like to share with you an overview of some reasons why one might be pro-choice. Some might have different ideas on what life means, understand that not every woman can or should carry a baby, and overall, everyone has different beliefs. If one is pro-choice, it does not mean termination of a baby that could very well live if it were birthed right now. It means termination of a fetus that at the moment is not in life, and for various reasons would cause complications should it be carried full term. I would like to start off by stating I do not believe life begins at conception. There is not one clear answer as to when life happens. However, according to toxicologist cell biologist Robert Evans, there are a couple things that need to be considered for an organism to be called a life. First, there needs to be a fully functional heart. Contrary to belief, a heartbeat at 20 days gestation does not mean that. It is a mass of heart cells that only pump a blood-like substance at first. A fetus has two extra blood vessels to the heart called the ductus arteriosus and the ductus venosus, which usually close 10 to 15 hours after birth and completely seals by 10 to 20 days after birth. Second, life needs to have the ability to grow and shed cells, heal itself, burn fat and sugar, and interact with its environment. Abortion cannot be considered murder if the fetus is unable to do any of those things. A human fetus is not simply a small baby. It is very much a work in progress for what may ultimately become a fully fledged human. Everything the fetus becomes relies on the mother and the mother alone. If you plant a tree in a field, it will grow. You cannot simply plant a human into another host and expect it to grow. With that in mind, it should be each woman's choice what she is to do once she finds out she's pregnant. To force a woman to carry a child is to take away their rights. Unfortunately, not every woman on this earth is capable or willing to carry a child. For some, the fetus grown inside poses health risks for the woman. For others, they are unable to carry a baby due to financial, emotional, or mental reasons. In the case of rape victims, the last thing they want to hear is that the fetus inside them needs to be born. A living reminder of the traumatic experience that they just went through can only hinder the mother's emotional state. Perhaps aborting is the only thing that can bring peace of mind to that woman. Those that are pro-life would argue that the mother should be punished for the rape, not the baby. But do you honestly believe that every rape incident was the woman's idea and that she had time to escape her captor? It is not our job to tell a woman she needs to carry out this pregnancy full term. If a woman is expected to give birth to an unwanted child, she may end up harming said child, and he or she may grow up in an environment without love, and it may end up being a loss on both sides. Every person should be able to have a voice and have the right to choose what they feel is the best option for them. Strangers telling them to do something is not the right way to go. No one likes to be told what to do, and this is one of the most vital things someone considers, and thus only they should have control over their own body. Lastly, every person is different and has a different view on the topic. What many pro-life supporters appear not to understand is that every person on this earth is different and has different views on how the world works. In a poll taken in May of 2012, 68% of U.S. citizens refer to themselves as pro-life, with nearly every number coming from Catholics or Christians. It What they would argue is that it states in the Bible every fetus is a life that must be saved. The unfortunate truth is that times have changed, and so do people's beliefs. And pro-life supporters quoting the Bible or picketing abortion clinics offends pro-life supporters, pro-choice supporters, and nothing else. We need to learn to accept each other's differences instead of pushing our beliefs onto others. It is vital that pro-lifers accept they cannot fully outlaw abortion because they are the safest option for women's physical and mental health. To come full circle, pro-choice is not about the murder of a baby, but eliminating an organism that cannot survive outside the woman that poses them this potential risks to said women carrying it. It aids women by giving them scientific research, making them masters of their own bodies, and accepting that they know what's right for them, not a group of strangers. As quoted by successful law professor and attorney Sarah Whittington, it is unthinkable to allow complete strangers, whether individually or collectively as state legislatures or orders in government, to make such personal decisions for someone else. Thank you.